The fact that we live in a world where Classroom of the Elite, some garbage ass anime, can be renewed for a third season is absolutely disgusting. Each and every one of you Classroom of the Elite fans ought to be ashamed of yourselves, disgusted with yourselves, and hopefully undergo a psychiatric evaluation at your local mental health care center. Because there's clearly something going on wrong here. I mean, what the hell is wrong with you people? I mean, Classroom of the Elite, I mean, what the fuck are we doing here, people? 2024 and we're already starting the year off with just garbage anime. I mean, this is ridiculous, man. Of course, these losers out here sucking it off on their online forum. I mean, just disgusting behavior. I mean, these people out here just have no taste. And this is the perfect example showing the shape that the anime industry is in. When some garbage pseudo-intellectual anime like Classroom of the Elite for fucking retards that like to think they're smart can watch, and this gets a third season? Are you fucking kidding me, man? I mean, good lord, man. This anime sucks. So yeah, Classroom of the Elite Season 3 is much like the previous two seasons. It's complete fucking slop. There's nothing interesting going on here. There's still nothing good in terms of the writing department. There's still nothing good in terms of the character department. I mean, the art and animation is shit. And I mean, it's just absolutely fucking atrocious. I don't understand why this is one of the most trending anime, but oh wait, actually I do, because most people are fucking retards when it comes to watching anime. And so yeah, man, we're gonna get into Season 3 here. Let me just say, I made a video about Classroom of the Elite a while back, and a lot of people on that video were telling me, oh, the light novel's better, the light novel's better. I mean, maybe, yeah, the anime's not that great, but what about the light novel? Let's talk about the light novel. I don't give a fuck about the light novel. I don't care about the light novel. We're not talking about the fucking light novel, okay? So don't come here and bring up the fucking stupid-ass light novel. We're not talking about the fucking cocksucking light novel, okay? We're talking about the anime here. A lot of people do that on these videos I make. Oh, well, dude, the manga's good. We're not talking about the fucking manga. We're talking about the anime here, okay? Yeah, I mean, if you want to compare it to the source material, that's fine. But just understand that I'm not talking about it when I'm making these videos, okay? So please understand, we're talking about the fucking anime here and not the light novel, okay? So with that being said, man, this whole show is just fucking cringe. I mean, this is something I exposed a while back, and you know, it still seems like the fan base is still full of just fucking degenerates. I mean, these low IQ primitive Neanderthals out here acting like this is a great show. I mean, it's obvious that you fuckers have never seen an anime with actual great writing. I mean, because you're out here sucking off a show that's fucking cringe. I mean, this show is just for edgelords and redditors. I mean, let's be real. Classroom of the Elite fans, they have no fucking taste, man. They simply don't have the mental capacity to understand what a quality anime is. I mean, these fans have just been out of hands, man. Of course, this is one of the most popular animes right now, because every time a new season drops of the trending anime, you know, these sheep, they flock to the fucking well like everyone else, man. I mean, these people just have no independent thinking gene in them. It's absolutely disgusting. So with that being said, let's talk about Season 3. Much like the previous two seasons, Season 3 is complete shit. The writing is shit. I mean, every outcome, every result is predictable. I mean, it's so fucking boring. I mean, the pacing goes at the pace of a fucking snail. All the characters are boring, much like the previous two seasons, guys. I mean, what is interesting about Classroom of the Elite Season 3? I mean, all you have now is that Class D became Class C, right? Since, you know, all these kids are fighting to be Class A, because the kids that go to Class A, they'll get into good schools, or they get in the top universities, like the other classes don't have any opportunity when applying for college, you know? The whole concept of Classroom Elite, I don't buy anyway. This whole concept with being in this school, you know, but we have to fight our other classmates, and the teachers don't give a fuck, you know, there's a bunch of rules, you can manipulate people, and, you know, you can fight these classes to get their points and, you know, destroy them and tank them and shit. I mean, the whole concept's just retarded to me, because you would think a school, right, where you want your students to succeed, you're preparing like the fucking, the up and coming prodigies of Japan. I mean, they're going to be very productive members of society later on when they're adults, right? So, but you put them against each other? I mean, you've got this fake meritocracy school system where you can earn points by being smart, but then, you know, if you get paired in an assignment with someone else, and they can drag you down and make you lose points. So, I mean, shit, maybe I'm mistaken in thinking that this is supposed to be a meritocracy, but I mean, apparently that's why they give you points out based on your own merit, but apparently, you know, that doesn't matter anymore. Like, something someone else does can affect your results and, like, eventually lead to you being kicked out of the school or some shit. But, you know, this is supposed to be a meritocracy where, you know, these results are based on individuals' skills and their smarts and shit. I mean, what the fuck ever? Come on, man. I mean, just fucking stupid. So I never bought into this pseudo-intellectual bullshit. So we already have a garbage story. But if you can look past that, right, you still have the same garbage characters, the same writing, but somehow the art and animation is even worse than the previous two seasons. I mean, all they're doing is fighting to get into the fucking Class A, right? And then there's just a bunch of fucking fake drama propped up in between these episodes to make a rivalry between the classes. And then you got this fucking loser, ayanokoji, the main character. I mean, you ayanokoji fans are some of the dumbest motherfuckers I've ever seen. I mean, you idiots think this character's cool because he's super quiet and, he's fucking manipulating over here in the shadows. He always has that stupid fucking blank expression on his face. Like, are you kidding me? By the way, I had to catch up through season 2 to get to season 3 to make this video. So I had to catch up. And season 2 was, it was like a pipeline of just shit that I had to crawl through, man. And it was horrible. And that was just like the appetizer for season 3, because season 3 is probably going to be worse. Who fucking knows? But in season 2, it's explained that ayanokoji doesn't even care about getting to class A anymore because he saw his dad, so he doesn't give a fuck about getting to class A now. So he doesn't even have a fucking goal now. So what the fuck is the point of the story? And then here come these slack-jawed fucking retards, these Clash of the Elite fans coming here saying, oh, dude, the story changes later. Obviously his goal is going to change later, bro. The main, it's to build up the sense of mystery. It's been fucking 3 seasons. How many times do I have to explain to you fucking idiots? Why would I continue to waste my time on a garbage series? The only reason I caught up in this series was to expose this slop. So yes, Clash of the Elite 3 is fucking garbage, just like the 2 previous seasons. And then you can say, oh, bro, there's only a few episodes out, bro. How can you say it's garbage? This is the 3rd season, motherfucker. If you don't know this is garbage by now, where the fuck have you been? Guys, the story is, the story. The story is the same shit over and over again. It's set up this exam within the class, right? And then when they're not doing the exam, it's shitty slice of life with ayanokoji, building these relationships apparently. But they're not actually relationships, it's just him building connections with people so he can manipulate them later, right? It's boring, bro. The exams, right? The exams, I guess, are like the main plot point of the season. Or whatever the fuck, I don't know, it's the main driving force, right? These exams are boring as fuck, because we know the outcome of them every time. Ayanokoji outsmarts everyone. Holy fuck, who would have thought? It's happened like every fucking time. Ayanokoji, my problem with Ayanokoji as well. He just sucks as a character. All these losers sucking him off, I just don't get it, man. These people are complete fucking idiots. Coming to me saying ayanokoji is a great character. You people don't know what great characters are, okay? Let's be real. You think he's so fucking smart. You think ayanokoji's so fucking smart. No, everyone around him just a fucking retard. You have people who are clearly getting manipulated, but they catch feelings for ayanokoji. Hello, Karuizawa. How are you? Terrible character, by the way. And I think we'll go into season 2 a little bit after this, but let's get some of the season 3 shit out of the way, right? ayanokoji just sucks, and every time he does something, you know what's gonna happen, because he never fails. It's not like a well-written character where he actually has flaws or something will happen to him to where he actually loses. But no, it's every time, he sees exactly what someone else is trying to do when it comes to these fucking mastermind plots, and then he outsmarts them. How is that entertaining, bro? And these motherfuckers have the audacity to compare this guy to like Light Yagami and fucking Lelouch. It's ridiculous. You people are fucking morons, bro. You act like this is a well-written character, and you're out here comparing him to all these other characters who are actually well-written? It's ridiculous. So yeah, man, at this point in the season, all they've done up to this point is set up this garbage fucking exam like they've done the past 2 seasons. Guys, the exams are fucking boring. Like I said, we know what's gonna happen. So what is the point to watching this fucking slop? Who would think this is captivating, bro? This just shows me that the average anime fan, like the average Clash of the Elite fan, it's just so stupid. The average IQ of the Clash of the Elite fan cannot be higher than room temperature. There's just no fucking way. There's nothing fucking compelling or interesting about any of the writing. The characters are boring and shallow as fuck. None of them have development. We're like fucking 3 seasons deep. We don't care about any of these characters. I don't care about any of these characters. There's nothing compelling or interesting about any of them. But these motherfuckers are still out here dick riding? Just absolutely disgusting behavior from these low IQ, knuckle-walking apes. You people ought to be ashamed of yourselves, but of course you're not. So with that being said, when it comes to the arcs, they're all the same shit over and over again. Like I was describing, it's just exam, slice of life, exam, slice of life, exam, slice of life, with some fucking quote-unquote manipulation thrown in there, which is really just some pseudo-fucking intellectualism writing, because, I know Koji's not actually smart. Everyone around him is just a fucking retard. And if you watched this show and actually took your blinders off and turned your brain on, you would realize that as well. But these arcs, bro, these arcs that are the same shit over and over again. Hell, I was starting to get fucking One Piece flashbacks as I was catching up to get to the 3rd season. I was like, what, didn't I just see that shit before? Exam, ayanokoji wins, or ayanokoji gets his class to win, right? Come the fuck on, man. Ridiculous. It's just no wonder this industry is in shambles now, man. It's just terrible. So yeah, essentially this third season is just a continuation of the slop that came before. I mean, fuck this show, man. I mean, it's just, there's no point to the show. Like I said, I mean, ayanokoji has no goal, so what's the point now? So, oh, well, dude, his goal comes later. I don't care. I mean, you have this fucking white room bullshit with his father that's been talked about like, what, 2 episodes out of the entire series? Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck, bro? I mean, these people are just so stupid. If you're a Clash from the Elite fan, unironically, what the hell is so wrong with you to think that this anime is actually good? I mean, you people just have to be dealing with something. Severe cognitive decline. I mean, maybe not, clearly mentally impaired. I mean, maybe some other factors in their life that got them to this point. I mean, it's just, these are questions I don't have the answer to yet, guys. I mean, it's just appalling that this type of behavior is acceptable nowadays. So yeah, with this third season, all they set up is another garbage exam. Oh yeah, you've got this other rivalry now with Ichinozi and that girl with the fucking, I think she's got the blue hair and like the cane. Who gives a fuck what her name is? Both these characters are shit. And so now the girl with the cane is like spreading these rumors against Ichinose to create this rivalry, of course. And I really wonder what's going to happen with that plot point. I wonder if ayanokoji is going to get the exact outcome he wants. I mean, who knows, right? I mean, this writing is so unpredictable. But yeah, man, Ichinose and the girl with the cane, they have no fucking development. Boring as fuck. Nothing interesting. Who cares? I mean, you got this other dickhead Nagamo, I think is his name, who's this new student council president, right? Who's this cartoonishly evil character. Because that's what the show has to do, right? It has to create these shitty little contrived as fuck rivalries to keep the mentally handicapped inbreds watching. So now Nagamo has this rivalry with Horikita's brother. And both these characters are shit too. Nothing interesting about them. I mean, guys, like, what happened to caring about quality writing? What happened to getting interesting characters, thought-provoking plots? I mean, apparently these Clash from the Elite fans just don't give a fuck about it. You have characters like fucking Kikyo Kushida, one of the worst characters in this whole series. I mean, I was watching season 2 catching up. I mean, guys, in season 2 there were just so many bad moments, especially with Kikyo and that other guy Ryu. And I mean, I'd just be sitting there after watching these scenes, just sitting there laughing at how terrible this writing is. But apparently, I mean, they pulled the wool over all these fucking Clash from the Elite fans' eyes because they fooled them in thinking that this is a good series. I mean, I just don't get it, bro. I mean, the whole backstory with Kushida was fucking retarded. And so now I'm gonna get into season 2, since I never made a video about season 2, and season 2 was fucking awful. So let's mention some of the stuff there. Kikyo Kushida, I mean, that character, Kikyo Kushida, is a horrible character. Her backstory was just fucking retarded. So Kikyo Kushida, she has like this anonymous blog online where she talks shit about a bunch of people in her class. Because apparently she was super nice to everyone in her class. This was like back in middle school, and she learned out all of their secrets, right? All of them had dirt on them. All of them, like cheated on the girl or shoplifted or some shit. And so she has all this dirt on them, and she starts leaking that shit online. Or well, she starts talking shit online. And then they find out somehow, someone in her class, randomly out of all the fucking blogs in the world, out of all the people in the world, they just happen to find the blog in her class. And they happen to somehow assume that it's her, even though she didn't use any names of the people she was talking about. And, it was anonymous, right? I mean, terrible fucking writing, right? I don't know how anyone thought that was good, right? That was one of the worst writing decisions of season 2. But people are sitting here thinking, oh, dude, that's so cool, bro. Look at this cool fucking backstory, man. I mean, come on, man. So, like, that's her backstory that's how, like, she destroyed this entire classroom when she's in middle school. It's like, bro, it's just edgy as fuck. Like, do they think this is supposed to be, like, a cool fucking backstory or something? And that's why, like, she's fake nice to everyone now, and that explains why she's actually evil, but she's just two-faced. I mean, no, it's just clearly a fucking edgelord wrote this. I mean, it's terrible. Kikyo Kushida is terrible. Ryuen is terrible. I mean, Karu Izawa is fucking terrible. Horikita's also there. I mean, she's still shit. I mean, all these characters are shit. Every side character in this show is fucking shit. The cast of this show is one of the worst casts I've ever seen. All these characters are retarded. I mean, Ryuen is fucking torturing Karu Izawa in season 2. Nothing ever comes of that. They don't see the fucking, beating marks on Ryuen. Oh my god, bro. With the guys, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that 1v4 ayanokoji pulled off at the season 2 finale. What the fuck was that, bro? Who is writing this? I mean, it's laughably bad. I mean, you have Ryuen, right? He was torturing Karu Izawa, basically fucking waterboarding her. Ayanokoji comes to the scene, saves her. There's 4 people in this room because Ryuen's trying to expose Ayanokoji, trying to find out the mastermind. I'm not gonna get into it. I mean, the plot shit. I don't want to describe it all. But Ryuen fights Ayanokoji, but Ayanokoji has to take down these 3 other people before he fights Ryuen. I mean, he beats the fuck out of everyone. We haven't seen Ayanokoji train at all. Maybe we have. I fucking forgot. I mean, I'm half asleep watching this anime because it fucking sucks. But come on, bro. What the hell was that shit with Ryuen and Ayanokoji? where he 1v4. I mean, he even beat like the stereotypical big buff black guy, fucking Albert, who's way bigger than him, way taller than Ayanokoji, and Ayanokoji just throws hands with them all, bro, and doesn't get like a fucking scratch on him. Garbage. I don't understand. Bro, I should have made a season 2 video back in the day if I knew it was going to be that garbage. But I mean, holy shit, man. I mean, what the fuck is this writing? So, I mean, guys, all that to say, the characters in this show suck. Ryuen, you know, he was shit. He was supposed to be the cool guy who runs the school like a mafia boss, but he's just a fucking edgelord. Karuizawa is now just simping for Ayanokoji, even though Ayanokoji is clearly manipulating her. Karuizawa's fucking backstory is retarded too. You know, she got bullied in the past, and she doesn't want people to find that out. So Ayanokoji has that, I guess, leverage on her, and he's blackmailing her. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? You don't want people to find out you've been bullied in the past? Who the fuck hasn't been bullied at one point or at one point in time or another? And you're out here ashamed of that in this fucking school? I mean, such a stupid backstory motivation, bro. And that's how Ayanokoji gets these pawns, because of stupid shit like that. And now Karuizawa is falling in love, apparently, with Ayanokoji, right? Even though Ayanokoji really only ever makes contact with Karuizawa if he needs, like, a favor or needs her to do something, you know, so he can manipulate her and help him out with his plan, right? But I guess because Ayanokoji saved her in that fucking 1v4, and so now she's falling in love with him, even though she was in that situation because of him in the first place. Make it make sense, bro. Just make it make sense. That's all I'm asking, but, you know, in this modern slop industry, of course, these questions remain unanswered. So yeah, man, to recap this whole series, Classroom of the Elite as a whole is just complete slop still. Season 3 has not changed from the cycle of garbage. I mean, it's just complete trash. Ayanokoji fans are still dumber than ever. I mean, you people think this guy's smart because, you know, he's quiet and he sits there with that blank expression and you know, it's just, I mean, you people are just morons, man. I mean, you know, he never fails, but he's smarter than everyone. You got this fake, you got these fake scenarios where Ayanokoji outsmarts everyone, where it's like, no, he's clearly just fucking assuming shit and guessing shit about what people are gonna do, and everyone around him is just a fucking retard, because that's where the story needs everything to fall in place. And don't get me wrong, you can have an actual smart character just assume shit. Like, that can actually happen, right? Like, we've seen characters that do that in a way that makes sense. But Ayanokoji, it's like, you only see his thought process, or like these shitty little flashbacks explaining how he ended up outsmarting everyone. It's like, why not show that while it's actually happening so we see his thought process, instead of everything just looking like he fucking assumed everything and knew what everyone was gonna do. So yeah, fellas, just to summarize, this anime series is complete fucking shit. Season 3 is still complete fucking shit. And I highly suspect that this series will continue to be shit. But with that being said, I can't wait for the season 4 announcement, because, you know, these losers out here, you know, as they suck off garbage, of course, those are the series that are going to get renewed. So there you have it, man. I mean, this season is ass. Classroom of the Elite fans are idiots. But with that being said, man, you know, we're in 2024 now. We've got a lot of idiots out here. We've got a lot of dumbasses when it comes to watching anime. But we do also have a few intellectuals out there, thankfully. So shout out to y'all, and shout out to Gothi specifically for suggesting this one. And thanks for tapping into this video. I appreciate the support. And we will continue to spit the facts on this channel and expose these trash taste having casuals. Let's fucking go.